Well, welcome back, guys. First 25 days. This is day 25. Can you believe it? We finally made it. Put it all together now. All right. We're going to talk about all the different elements. Before we go any further, though, we still got to talk about yesterday's assignment. Did you watch the Nuka Hiva videos? Yeah, sorry, I got tongue-tied. Did you watch the Nuka Hiva videos in the Zenoa Share app? If you didn't, go back and watch them. It's important, really, to go through every step. We're going to talk about your assignment from here today as being going through these steps multiple times. Send yourself the Nuka Hiva product sheet. Did you do that? Review it. Did you see that all the information that I've given you is all there and you're able to really access that yourself? Now, again, day by day, one step at a time, 25 days, here we are. By now you're creating this habit and we're gonna go through it again and again and again, and that just solidifies the habit, okay? Our daily dozen, take Core Care, SRQ, and Nuka Hiva twice a day, and every member of your family should be on the product. And we know now why it's so important, why these products all work together, and how they give you great results. And by now you've probably read some testimonials on our Facebook pages and our blogs, and you've gotten the real concrete evidence that these products are really making a difference for people in their health. Read 15 minutes and listen to 30 minutes to things that are positive, that are building you up, telling you that you're a winner and you can do it. Number 4, attend the company and team events. Make sure you're plugged in with your upline because it's so important. Meet one person every day physically by sticking your hand out and just saying hi. Just get a name. It doesn't matter. You don't have to have a last name. It can't be even just, you know, I met the lady at Burger King, you know, who took my order. That you can write that down, but get in the habit of always being a people collector. Number 6, find 5 people on social media and make them as new friends, and find people that have things that have in common with you. 7, comment on 2 posts on social media. It's important that you develop a reputation online as being an encourager and somebody that's positive and it's enjoyable to interact with. Don't get bogged down into fights and arguments and getting all, you know, into these discussions that, you know, where people are, you know, going back and forth. Don't take part in any of that. Stay positive. Number 8, text or message 5 friends to congratulate or encourage them. Number 9, as always, present Zenoa to a prospect or a prospect, either the business or the products, either one. But the business probably is my first choice, although the product sometimes is easier to talk about. All right. Number 10, write down the most important tasks you need to do today. Number 11, spend 10 dedicated minutes with each of your members of your family. And 12, express gratitude for your blessings. Okay. Congratulations. You did it. You did it. It's awesome. So let's review this. Day 1, we talked about what did you want? Right? Do you want a big business? You want a little business? How are you building a business? Are you building single? Are you building married as a couple? You bring married as a single? How are you building and what do you want? And you know, how do you share that with your partner and with the people that are close around you? Day 2, we talked about who do you know? We talked about getting the Share app and synchronizing your contacts. And day 3, we talked about now taking those contacts and prospecting, sending out videos and waiting to see who watches them multiple times, and then getting back and asking them, what'd you get excited about, the products or the opportunity, and then getting them back. And then calling people back from the responses that you got in the videos you sent out. And then day 5, we talked about products. We talked a little bit about how to respond to your prospects if they're interested in products. Day 6, we talked about continuing to build, taking your list and going back to that list and going back to those people that got videos and doing the follow-ups and follow-throughs, and then send out another batch of videos to get this thing going. Day 7, we talked about how do you make your business duplicate? How do you do things that are duplicatable that make the business grow without you? And number 8, we talked about how that relates to structure. How you structure your business helps you create a business that multiplies so that you're not just adding. Then day 9, we talked about dream building, knowing why you're doing this so that as you get some frustrations and some setbacks that you're not derailed because you know why you're doing this and you realize that this is all numbers and that some people are going to say no, but it's not no forever. It's just no for now because they're not ready like you are. They're not in the looking zone. And so, but it's important to have that dream solidified and clarified so that you don't lose your vision for where you're going. And then day 10, we talked a little bit more about know your product. We had some more product information and product knowledge. Day 11, we talked about the value of momentum, of being consistent and being constant. If you remember that, it's about doing a little bit every day as opposed to doing a lot and then doing nothing, and then doing a lot and doing nothing. It's better to just do a little bit every single day. And that's why we have our daily dozen where you're just doing 12 things every single day. Day 12, we talked about belief, how important it is that you believe in yourself, most importantly, but you believe in your products, you believe in your plan, you believe in your upline, you believe in your system, but you believe in yourself. Day 13, we talked about setting goals and how important it is to have specific goals. We call them SMART goals. They're specific, they're measurable, they're achievable, they're realistic, and they have a time set to them. They're dreams with a date. They're called goals. Day 14, we talked about how important it is to have a support team and how to edify and why to edify and how to create that balance of back and forth between you and your team in terms of building a business. Day 15, we talked specifically how to build your business to that first level of leadership, which we call Zen 4. And that's a real important process because by day 15, you got a shot at Zen 4. Day 16 was about having a great attitude because it's not what happens to you, it's how you respond to the things that happen to you, because everybody is going to have things happen to them, whether it has to do with your family or your job or something about your love life. Something is going to go on that's going to try to throw you off, and you got to constantly be keeping your positive attitude. And that's why we listen and read as part of our daily dozen. Day 17, we talked about social media, how to use it and how not to use it. Really important day on day 17. Day 18, we talked about counseling. Not only is it important to learn how to use your support team in building your group, but it's important to learn how to get counsel on what to bring, how to counsel with your support team or with your coach or your mentor or whatever we want to call that. Day 19, we talked about end of the month and the value of those last 2 days and stretching to hit those orders to make that month count and get that last bit, helping people hit their ranks and get that extra check. Day 20, we talked about the value of promotion and how to promote, where you teach how to promote from the top down and you execute a promotion from the bottom up, right? Remember that? Day 21, we talked about how important it is to track your business. You get what you track. And we talked about the tracking sheet and downloading that and keeping track of your daily activities and what and matching those to your goals. Then day 22, day 23, and day 24, we talked about our great products in more detail in terms of why those products were made, what those products are about, what's in them, and what they're designed to do and how they're designed to work together. And then here we are today, day 25, where we're going to put it all together. All right. And so, gang, it's been a great 25 days, whether you've gone through this every single day, one day at a time, or you did them multiple days and maybe you crunched it down into a week, or maybe you're just a glutton for punishment and you just, like this is like Netflix and you're just binging and you've done them all in one day, I don't know, one weekend. However you did it, it's totally fine. You're now at the finish line, you did it. All right. And so what we want to talk about is what we talk about every time as we finish up, is to always keep in mind why you're doing this, to always be reminding yourself and the people that you work with on your team why they're doing it. Get to know the dreams and goals of the people you're working with, and then help them get what they want. Because when you help enough other people get what they want in life, you typically get what you want in life. Free enterprise and capitalism is rooted in a principle that you'll be directly rewarded, you'll be rewarded in direct proportion to your service to others. So find out what you can do for somebody else in your team to help them build their business, and that's what's going to help you build yours. But keep your dream in front of you. And as always, we have an assignment. Okay, the assignment today is to schedule a date in the next 60 days that you're going to start this whole process over again. you're going to start with day one and do it again. And then the second part is to repeat that process every 60 to 90 days. All right. You know, I always go back to that comment, that quote from Vince Lombardi, the famous football coach for the Green Bay Packers. He started every training session every single year with all his veterans and all his rookies by holding a football up in the air and saying, "Gentlemen, this is a football." And he always went back to the basics. Professionals master the basics. Your success will come in your ability to endure the boredom and the monotony of doing basics over and over and over again, and teaching them and talking about them over and over and over again. Do not try to reinvent the wheel. Keep the business very basic. It's very simple. You share this with people. Some get in, some don't. Next. Gang, it's been great. We'll see you next time. Not tomorrow, but next time on your next journey through the next, your first 25 days. So it's been great, and we'll see you then.